Good morning and hello, everybody. How are we on this beautiful Wednesday, February the 16th, 2022? It is a beautiful brand new day on planet Earth, and love is the liberation frequency. And I've got the energy of a being by the name of Joshua with me, and we're going to be discussing that love is the liberation frequency, and that's exactly what love is, the liberation frequency. We're going to wait a few minutes for people to arrive. Yeah, if you got any questions or concerns about any video, please don't hesitate to leave it in the comment section. Also, if you see a question on the page, do your best to answer that question, and also leave a question for others to answer as well. This way we create a stronger knit community where we're really supporting each other. The Ascension movement is going to be taking on a whole new energy in the next coming 5 or 6 weeks. Who would have thought that we would be where we are as a species today, where we're on this edge, this brink, this balancing point between love and fear. That's where we are right now. We're on this balancing point between love and fear. Almost a Buddhic state for human civilization, right? Where you're walking that middle path. But we're told that really the path we need to choose as a species in order to have the kind of society that we really envision is the path of love, not the path of fear. Fear is fundamentally grounded in some really negative energies, the energy of greed, the energy of lust, the energy of doubt and fear and guilt and shame and want. There are very specific energies to fear, and there are very specific energies to love. And we're going to get into that shortly, folks. Good morning. Welcome. Hello, Bogimala. Hi, Jana. Hi, Mary. How are you doing today? Good to see you ladies here. Yeah, we're just waiting for people to come into the room. Hello, SJK. Wonderful. Glad to have you here. Yeah. So love is the liberation frequency. And the being I have with me is the name of Joshua. Hi, Amy. Hello. Gina, how are you today? Good to see you both. Hi, Amy. Hello, Allison. Yeah, great to have you ladies here. Wonderful. So, hi, Fee. And so love is the new frequency. This being Joshua came in and said, this frequency of love, he says, it literally transcends and reorganizes lower vibrational conditions that we experience. It's been used frequently when civilizations were in decline, that the vibration of love would be utilized as a methodology, as an organized principle of thinking, feeling, or being. Most organized religions were originally founded on the frequency of love. This was mind-blowing to me when he said this. Most organized religions were founded upon the frequencies of love. However, the fears of men, and he's saying generically humans, the fear of humans crept into the hearts and minds of men, and most of those religions today are now corrupted. And he says most of your political organizations are in fact religions. Your political organizations are in fact religions. Most of your political organizations, however, they utilize fear. Political religions organize and utilize fear as a mechanism to employ and disseminate their teachings. That is not so the case when it comes to the vibrational frequency of love. You are seeing it rising up again upon this planet, this frequency of love. It is like a teeter-totter, what you would call that ride. You go back and forth, one side lifting too far, and then the other side pushing back down. And you're now seeing the balance point between love and fear on your planet today. When I came to this one, it was very simple to articulate one simple message, that each and every one of you has the opportunity and the option to choose between a frequency of fear and a frequency of love. And the frequency of love and the frequency of fear are not just inherent in what you think in what you feel, but it's also inherent in what you put into your body, what you do with your body, how you act towards others. The frequency of love is very precise and specific in its expressions, just as the frequencies of fear are very precise in their expressions. And you can know the difference between love and fear very easily. Look around you. If there is joy and smiling on people's faces, there is love present there. If there is a furrowed brow and uncertainty or threats and fears, then there is the vibration of fear that is dominant. And which one would you choose to align with? The choice is exclusively yours as to what you will align with. Yes, we understand that there is some difficulty for some of you in moving into this frequency of love, because many of you have been so captivated, manipulated, and distracted by fear. And all fear seeks to do is harm all but a few that benefit from its clutches. But the vibration of love is the liberation frequency. Any one of you that would choose to align to a frequency of love, any one of you that would choose to align to a frequency of love in this moment, with your breath, you can do this. There is not one among you that cannot, with about a single breath, align to love. You can easily do this, a single breath. To conceive that you can breathe, for the air that you breathe, is it not love? It gives you life. The air that you breathe is love. It gives you life. Consider this. If you cannot find fear in your mind, if you cannot find fear from the words of others, if you cannot find love from the words of others, if you cannot find love in others, if you cannot find love in the world, then you can surely find love in your breath, in but a single breath. And no man may prevent you from breathing. So breathe. Align your awareness, your vibration, your body to the frequency of love, and you will begin to feel freedom. There is a consistency that will occur in your experience of life when you begin to align to the liberation frequency, the vibration of love. As you begin to align to it, and each and every human knows what this is to the degree that they may know this, but each of you knows. And if you can simply articulate that one idea that you can breathe love in with your breath, to understand and to articulate that understanding through the experience of the action. For the breath gives you life. Even without your breath, even your heart could not beat. So your heart is filled with love when you breathe as well. Not simply your lungs, but your whole being is filled with the life of air, the love that exists all around you, and you may take it within you. There are many who choose to ignore and deny this, and for them their suffering is apparent. Love is the liberation frequency. This is all I simply had to say today, that love is the liberation frequency. It is how you liberate yourself from the conditions that you currently find yourself in, to speak, to breathe as love would speak and breathe. Your thoughts will be very different in this vibrational frequency. But a single breath, can you do this? Take a single breath and consider that you are breathing in love. Can you stay with that? Be present with that. Let it fill your body. Let it recharge the molecules of your flesh. Let it recharge the molecules of your mind. For the vibration of love, when taken in deliberately, is the greatest food of all foods. The vibration of love is the greatest food of all foods. And did you know that most of the foods that you will eat today are not from love's hand crafted? Most of that would come by your own hand. But for this day, love is the new frequency. And with each breath you take in this fashion, deliberately and intentionally, knowing that you are drawing love into your body, to know this, to feel this, to believe this, is to begin to liberate yourself from the shackles of fear that so many would have you wear, that you may serve them and not love. And what is love? Love is that which is life. Love is that which is caring and compassion and kindness. You will know who is of love and you will know who is of fear very easily. For when you are in that state of love, you can know very clearly what is right and what is wrong. Whereas in a state of fear, there seems to be a perception about what is right and what is wrong. Be mindful. For many tens of thousands of years, these vibrations of love and fear have danced back and forth through many civilizations. And we see the dance again. Will you dance with love? Will you dance with fear? What is your choice? The dance of love orchestrates conditions of change in one's thoughts and behaviors, just as well as fear can organize changes in one's thoughts and behaviors. Surrender the yoke of fear, for there are many who gain advantage over many of you through fear, but none in love would seek to gain advantage over you. None in love would ever seek to gain advantage over you. Only those in fear would seek to gain advantage over you, and many of you have been taken advantage of, and even now still. In your love and your compassion and your kindness, you give way for them to have advantage over you. This is no longer being accepted, as love is beginning to awaken in the hearts of all. But the simple act, remember the simple act, that when you breathe love. Love is life. Fear is suffering and death. You all know this. You have all faced fear, so you know what fear is. Do not accept it into your hearts or your minds. Breathe in love. Renew your body. Renew your mind. For the words and actions of love are very easily discerned from the words and actions of fear. What you would hear from the world around you, you can tell also what is love and what is fear. If those that are speaking from the fearfulness of life, and you are listening to them and you are believing them, then you will suffer what is fear. You will suffer as they will suffer. The breath of love. Love is the liberation frequency. It is the only frequency where your joy and your happiness can be nurtured and evolved. Do not listen to the words, the rattling of sabers. Do not listen to those words. Do not listen to those ones that would have you believe that fear is what you should listen to. And in that breath of love, when one speaks to you, breathe in the vibration of love. Even the nature of breathing in will allow you to see and know the distinction before you of what is love or what is fear. the very nature of being in the frequency of love gives you great clarity and discernment between the two earthly masters of love and fear. And you cannot serve both of these. You may only choose one. So I was just asking him a question, if he's the Joshua from Jericho. He says he's been known by that name, but he's known by different names as well. Good morning, Jacqueline. Hello, Adam. Hi, Vertical. Oh, thank you, Kira. That's very wonderful. Kira saying, I used to live in fear for so many years till I took your courses, learned how to release it. Thank you so much, William. You're very welcome, Kira. We are so grateful. I'm honored and privileged that we've been gifted these courses to share with others. And I hope that you'll consider taking these courses. You go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com. Question from Adam. Can I ask Archangel Metatron if it's true that creation of a servitor or artificial spirit is mainly dependent upon energetic work and creative visualization is not needed? If so, explain why and how. Oh, interesting question. The moment you conceive of any thought is an act of creation. You must understand, any thought is an act of creation. Any thought is an act of creation. The coalescence of matter from a particular thought into what you call these forms, these thought forms, these spirits, these require very specific attentions in order for them to become manifest as you describe. There are many on this planet right now. There are many that you call angels and guides and ascended masters that are organized vibrational constructs of infinite energy into a localized point of consciousness. Even you asking this question is such as this. You are a spirit organized into flesh, asking us this question right now. And you may choose to do this, but each spirit, as it is, requires a certain consistency of attention and focus in order for it to grow and evolve. You can look upon the fields of flowers and see that a field of daisies, that every daisy is pretty much the same as every other daisy, and its function stays pretty the same. In the realm of living spirits that are independent to move freely through time and space, these ones require more attention and focus in order for their existence to become apparent and evolve. Even the process of gestation during what you call pregnancy is an example of how a spirit is formed into matter. There are very few of you on this world today that can actually formulate a spirit without body. But this would be the equivalent to what you would call necromancy. But this is not a venue for this at this time. Please understand that you are a spirit asking this question of me. Wow. Great question, Adam. Question from Jana. How do I stabilize the love frequency when other person's present is not neutral or positive, but in negativity? May I have advice in this? He's laughing. He's saying, you call upon love in those moments. When do you think that you will gain the greatest perception and understanding of love? But when you are faced with fear and remain undisturbed, when this one is before you, breathe your breath consciously and breathe love in consciously and be unmoved by their fear. Simply recognize that they are living in fear. Do not join them in their house, but simply breathe love in with your breath and remain in it. Do not allow yourself to be captivated by the seductions of fear that are so prevalent in the world that you exist in today. It is everywhere, but none in love are assuaged or distracted or disturbed by its call. But we can assure you that you remain in this vibration of love, then they that live in fear will become greatly fearful, for love is their threat. Love is a threat to those in fear. Love is always a threat to those in fear, and they will flee, or they will have to lay down their arms and join you. Love has that effect. Wow. Thank you, John. That's a great question. Question from Jacqueline. After my meditation, I saw a huge flash of white light in my room. Who was that? Thank you. There were two beings there. One of them was Master Jesus and the Pleiadians. They literally came. They said there was that point of reception. It was not the flash that you should be concerned with, but the vibrational information, that frequency that was given to you to receive. Many of you in your meditations get what you call signs and effects around you, and you get lost in the signs. Do not get lost in the signs. Be aligned to that vibrational impartation that happens in that moment. What was the vibrational sensation that was given to you? What was the message felt by you when they did this? What did you feel in that flash of light? You would not be given a flash of light if you were not ready for light. But what is that as a vibration? And as I have said today, love is the liberation frequency. Love is the liberation frequency. Wow. Cool. Thank you. Great question, Jacqueline. A question from Nancy. Will I meet my soulmate in this lifetime? Absolutely. Yeah, I'm getting goosebumps. So they're coming pretty soon. Sorry, he's reading the rest of the question. He said, also, it's important, make certain that the connection that you have with yourself is that of love. The connection that you have with yourself is that of love. That is your greatest concern. For those who will have the comings and goings into your life will be based on what you hold mostly in your heart. Become that love that you seek. Become the love that you seek. And what you seek shall find you. Become the love that you seek. Wow, thank you. Question from Daniela. Will we be rewarded with the house we have applied for? The pet screening site is delaying it, although we provided all the info. I'm getting, do not have any concern of that which you do not wish to be concerned about. What do you mean by that? Do not be concerned about that which you do not want to be concerned about. Quite simply, why would you be concerned about anything other than what you want? Love only concerns itself with what love is, does it not? Wow. Hi, hello, G Fresco. Good morning. Oh wow. Yes, there is. You've got Archangel Gabriel as wants to just communicate to you to keep thine eye to the light. Keep thine eye to the light. We are with you. Keep thine eye to the light. I don't know what that means, but I would think that would mean being closer to love. Thank you. For those of you that are new to the channel, please remember, if you have a question to ask, just put the word question and then your question following it. That way my eye picks it up a little easier. Also, if you're new, please remember to subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, and so you get all the notifications about when we come live. And remember to like this video and share it out with other people. Get this information out to people. Love is the liberation frequency. It's a frequency that, as Joshua was saying, with a single breath, if you know you can breathe in love with a single breath, then your breathing becomes very powerful for you to renew your life, literally through your breath. That's why I think a lot of gurus in the East use and even in the West, focus on the breath as the fundamental cornerstone for meditation and prayer. Right? The breath is very powerful. In fact, it was the first gift. It was the first thing we received from life, and it's the last thing we'll have in life, is the breath. We only get one breath, the breath we have coming in and the breath we have going out. Fascinating, eh? Question from Sophia. Hi, Sophia, welcome. Is there a message about my imminent trip? Be excited. Be greatly excited. They will be there too. I don't know what that means, but whoever this is, they're telling me they will be there too. I do not know what that means, but they're saying they will be there too. Well, whatever your question, your answer was, say please leave a comment about the answer you received for other people to hear and see. Question from Rudy: is there a certain being I can connect with at this time that will and is trying to connect with me? Sorry, Joshua's laughing right now. He's saying, I am here with you now. Do you not understand that with but a single breath you may align yourself to love? Is that not a good connection to have with me? Breathe and feel my presence with you. Breathe and I join you in love. Wow. Thank you. Wonderful. Well, that's wonderful, Rudy. Question from Amy. I've been sick with COVID for a week and a half, and I can't seem to regain my energy. I'm hoping for advice to help. Or am I just supposed to be in a time of rest? Thank you. If you have heard me and you understand me, then you will be healing even now with your breath. Place your hands over your heart. Place your hands over your heart and breathe love. Breathe love into that body. Breathe it in. Make that your intention. Your body will feel it immediately with your intention. Do not be lost in the body's woes, for it depends upon you for your light. It depends upon you for your light. So breathe. And feel your body renewed, for you are breathing love into the body. That is what this substance all around you is love. Wow. Thank you so much for that question. Question from Grace. Is there a difference between the soul and spirit within us, or are they both the same? Thanks. They're saying they're essentially the same thing. In essence, they are the same. The distinction is one is the finger of the divine pointing into life. Your individuality, what you call your soul, is the finger of the divine pointing into life, which way to go. Wow, that's a cool answer. I like that. Thank you. Great question, Grace. Got time for one more question, guys. Question from Vertical. I wish to assist my friend to make his paintings known in the world. Will I find the right art outlet online? I'm getting a strong no for that, but not to keep that door open. But there are many places where eyes can see and ears can hear this beautiful work. Yes. Yes. That. Yeah, do not exclude this, but let many see it. Let many hear it. Let many know it. They're just saying, put it before whoever is before you. Put it before whoever is before you. The ones before you will serve you in this best. Wow. Thank you. You're wonderful. Thank you. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate your time, your energy, your patience. So this Friday, I hope you guys are going to join me this Friday. We've got Dr. Wayne Dyer coming in on Friday, and I've never had him come through me directly, but every time because he just sends this incredible love through me, and it says, remembering you are love and light. Remembering you are love and light. So I hope you'll join me this Friday, February the 18th of 2022, on this channel at 10 a.m. Remembering that you are love and light. Also this Saturday, February the 20th, our meditation is going to be on attuning to love. Attuning to love. I'm really excited about that one too. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, share it out, click the notification bell, get this information out here. People can heal so much easier if you understand just the incredible power of your breath, as Joshua was saying, just the power of your breath. It's amazing. It's really amazing, the simplicity that the Spirit provides us with this simple adage. Whatever we think, so it shall be, right? Whatever we think, so it shall be. So I hope you'll join me on Friday. I hope you'll also join me for the meditation on Saturday. I wish you all much love. Have yourselves a wonderful and a joyful day. And I want to thank Joshua's presence with us here today, and Metatron as well, and others. So have yourselves a wonderful, a joyful day, and I will see you all on Friday. Much love, everybody.